I was recently name-checked in Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' recent filing against Justin Baldoni in Wayfarer Studios. I did it. I made it. I can now retire. All of the haters out there who doubted me are now asking for forgiveness. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who believed in me, who believed in us, who knew that this day would come.
Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni, never-ending saga. We've got Candace Owens firing back after a hit piece was made against her.
What if I told you that one of Hollywood's beloved Golden Girls might be hiding a dark secret? Well, brace yourselves, because Candace Owens, the outspoken political commentator, has allegedly dropped a bombshell about none other than Blake Lively, and the target of this supposed scheme, actor and filmmaker Justin Baldoni.
I am not involved in this lawsuit, or at least that's what my lawyer kept telling me. Oh no, you're not a part of this lawsuit. Well, joke's on him, because I have now been name-checked in this lawsuit.
She said this led to a wave of negative reaction on social media and articles about her. She even presented text messages that she obtained through a subpoena to support her argument that this was a coordinated retaliatory campaign against her. And I've said this before, I'll say it again, a lot of those messages could be quite bad for Justin Baldoni and the defendants in this case.
With positivity all the time. I would say toxic positivity.
According to Candace Owens, Blake Lively has been masterminding a secret plot that could destroy Justin Baldoni's career and reputation. From hidden backroom deals to shocking betrayals, this story has it all. Buckle up, because we're in for one wild, scandal-packed ride.
Can't forget what this is about. So Blake Lively has accused Justin Baldoni of engaging in misconduct, including sexual harassment on the set of the movie It Ends With Us, which she co-starred alongside Baldoni, who was also the director of the film. And she said that he and his team of executives, financiers, PR, and crisis management experts, they devised a digital and media smear campaign to retaliate against her because she came forward and voiced her concerns with him. And if she should go public with her accusation, they were ready to combat her.
All right, so everything in the world is just ridiculous. It's pointedly ridiculous, I would say. I mean, I'm no longer believing the things I'm saying. I feel like I am now lying to the public when I cover these things because we're just reaching levels of absurdity that are offending my sensibilities.
But I was a little curious to see if Parker Posey was recognized. So I sat on the second row to see if she would actually look at me at all, and she didn't. We didn't exchange one place. We didn't have any eye contact during the whole time. I feel like she was kind of leaning towards the moderator a lot and not looking too much into the room. But anyway, I wasn't expecting her to recognize me at all, and she did. And if you don't know why I was a little curious on how it would go to meet her, it was because she was sitting next to Blake Lively in that viral video that I posted this summer, and when the two of them were kind of teaming up against me. So I was kind of curious to see how Parker Posey would react when she saw me again, but yeah, as I said, she didn't say or do anything or kind of.
First, let's dive into the shocking allegations. In a recent podcast appearance, Candace Owens allegedly uncovered a disturbing plan that Blake Lively has been orchestrating to sabotage Justin Baldoni's career. According to Candace, Blake has been leveraging her power and influence behind the scenes to manipulate Hollywood executives.
Well, now, Candace Owens, the political commentator, there's a whole theory on why she's doing this. A lot of people feel this is alt-right. This is like how they bring people in. They get them
She's talking about this now? Candace Owens.
She alleges she has a source very close to Justin Baldoni and this whole Blake Lively situation that is feeding her direct information. She says Ryan Reynolds is the villain. He's a control freak, narcissist.
Believe it.
Has to be the biggest swinging dick in the room. And
I said that here before. I think that he's behind a lot of this.
They believe that he walked onto set. He wanted to look at the
dailies,
thank you, which is all the scenes that were shot. And that tipped him off. Like, whether it was the chemistry, they lingered way too long, something. They had a fight in the trailer, and from there, things went down, down, down. And then, of course, she had the disastrous promotion of the film. And really, Candace Owens says, the source says, that this is all about Ryan and Blake wanting to take control, wanting Blake to really take over the film and the sequel.
Ensuring that Justin's projects are denied approval and never get off the ground.
Candace Owens has gone mainstream, says The Cut, and of course they post this behind a paywall. The right-wing commentators' coverage of the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni case has reached millions of viewers. And look, I always say a broken clock is right twice a day, but I'm not here to call Candace Owens a broken clock. Basically, I'm not going to read it for you in its entirety, but they basically share how she has grown in popularity by talking about Blake Lively, and because this is a gossip Hollywood entertainment news topic, there's been a lot of people on the left that have agreed with Candace Owens here. There has been a fear and possibly a shame by a lot of people that she is going to switch their opinions. Like, all of a sudden, just because you agree with Candace Owens.
Take an even more bizarre turn, as Candace Owens claims this is all part of a much larger agenda to control who rises and who falls in Hollywood. While these allegations remain unverified, they've ignited a wildfire of online debates.
Lively weaponized false allegations against him and misrepresented what the true context of their conversations were about to leverage her control over the movie. That she wanted more control over script writing and editing, and that she eventually got her version of the film to actually be published and distributed. That she used the power and influence of her husband, actor Ryan Reynolds, and mega superstar friend Taylor Swift to pressure him, to intimidate him into accepting her revisions of a key scene in the film. And effectively what he's saying is that she boxed him out of the movie. She turned the cast against him. That she wouldn't even really let him attend the premiere of the film. He says that he and his family were forced to sit in the basement. By the way, talking evidence, there were photos of him and his family and friends, what purported to be in the basement of that theater.
She claims he harassed her, and then by the time they premiered the movie, they weren't even speaking to each other. She made him stay in the basement, and Ryan Reynolds turned on him too. And then she claimed that he unleashed a bad PR campaign against her, and he claims none of that is true. There was absolutely no harassment. Those are made-up claims. She wrested his movie away from him and decided to try to hurt him with petty, made-up, out-of-context claims when he pushed back even in the mildest way, and that she and her husband are bullies, and now it's resulted in vicious cross-litigations against both of them. The New York
fans are applauding Candace for exposing what she calls the dark underbelly of Hollywood, while others believe she's simply stirring up unnecessary drama. So, what's the real story? And why would Blake, who seemingly has no history with Justin, go to such lengths? To get to the bottom of this, we need to take a look at Blake and Justin's history. While they've never been known to be close, rumors suggest the two were once set to collaborate on a project that could have been massive.
So you have competing claims, you have competing lawsuits, you have claims of harassment, defamation, breach of contract, retaliation, negligence, and so forth.
Taylor Swift's team is now coming out swinging, and that is super interesting. An article just dropped about an hour ago in TMZ against Blake Lively in the press. Taylor Swift is alleging that Blake Lively is lying, but is Taylor telling the truth, or is this just a strategy to save her own skin?
Justin was approached for a film that Blake was co-producing, but things reportedly fell apart when he declined to join. Insiders claim that Blake took this as a personal offense, seeing Justin as someone unwilling to play the Hollywood game. If you're familiar with Justin Baldoni, you know he's all about authenticity, social impact, and meaningful storytelling. Could this have rubbed Blake the wrong way? Now we have competing claims, and the mystery deepens.
Spoiler alert. Too much of a nice guy. Toxic positivity. Some folks who used to work for Baldoni spoke to me all the time. One former staff told them, quote, It was constant positivity all the time. I would say toxic positivity. I'm always a little idiot. People who advertise themselves as instructors, status quo, or quote-unquote good people. It's